I bet that you are VOD reviewing wrong. Let me explain. 99% of players, when they go to VOD Review Pros, they will look at a pro team on a leaderboard and then start by watching one of the games they won. This is wrong. This is wrong because of two reasons. One, many times when a team wins a game, there's a lot of unseen RNG that they got away with. No game of Fortnite is played perfectly, which means during a win, there are almost always some mistakes that a team made that are extremely hard to notice because the pro team wasn't punished for it. And two, once you have watched a ton of wins, it is extremely easy for your brain to turn on autopilot while watching VODs. Most wins play out very similarly, so many times when watching VODs, you may end up on autopilot because you have seen these scenarios so many times. This will result in you picking up less information and improving less from the VODs. Instead of watching pros win, you should watch pro teams die. When you're looking at the replays to watch, start clicking on games where pro teams die earlier on in the games. This could be at off spawn, to surge, or in the end game. Once you are watching this pro team, you should try to figure out why they died and come up with a solution to a pro team's death. Let's look at an example of this, and then we'll get into why this method of VOD reviewing is so effective. Alright, in this example, we have Slow-Mo and Boaz in the final moving, and they have both just gotten a kill onto Yapko. Slow-Mo instantly tarps forward, and another player hammers into Boaz's box. Boaz took the aim 50-50 here when he should have tried editing out and getting to his teammate here, or his teammate should have helped Boaz so it wasn't a 50-50. The lesson that I took away from this is that making the same play as your teammate is always better than making two different calls, because either Boaz going frontside with his teammate or having his teammate fight backside would have resulted in a successful play because Boaz went for this kill by himself and he died. This method of VOD reviewing is so effective because it fixes the two problems of regular VOD reviewing. First of all, although these teams might be making larger mistakes in these games, you are almost always able to spot them because the mistakes were actually punished with the pro team dying. This means that in every VOD review, there's some exact mistake that you can learn from. This also makes the mistakes that you are learning from very high level mistakes because these teams are still pro teams and they're making these mistakes, which means that if you can fix these mistakes, you can quickly get smarter than the pros. The second problem that watching pro teams die fixes is it turns off the autopiloting that can happen when you VOD review wins. By using the lawsuits method of VOD reviewing and finding solutions, you're putting yourself right into the action and making yourself an active participant in the VOD review. The only downside to using the losing games method of VOD reviewing is sometimes you'll come up with a bad solution to why a pro team died. This could lead to bad habits developing if you're not careful with it. In the earlier example, a lesson that you could take away that would be harmful would be that you should never go for a play as it could be too risky and would result in you dying, which is technically true, but there are many times where going for a riskier play is the right call, but it wasn't in this scenario. The solution I found to this problem is to assume that your answer is wrong at first. When you come up with a solution, keep it in the back of your mind and try it out in either scrims or when you're VOD reviewing more teams in the future. Make sure that you confirm if the strategy you learned actually works in practice so that these bad habits don't form over time. If you keep using this method over time, you'll get smarter and smarter and quickly be able to find new strategies that can help you win more games. If you want some more quick tips to win more games though, go check out this video on screen. Peace.